sometimes things hit like a truck, and we're off.
All right, hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Edium?
I'm doing great as well. So we got
Nice.
Piece of Heart in Link's house. Oh, that was a quick matchup. I saw a crystal at Eastern.
Yeah, it looked like 3 crystals, no pendants in the light world. That's what I imagine I saw. And we've got a divergence right off the bat here. Leyra starting from the house, kind of doing these near escape checks, while DarkShadow's heading straight for the area where the lumberjack is. And wow,
Yeah.
already some interesting enemy patterns coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, those, I don't know what those are called, but those little guys normally appear in the grass. When they appear not in the grass, it's basically just a free drop. I think that was bombs.
Yeah, it looked like 3 bombs.
Ledge.
Don't imagine they'll be going for that.
Oh. And we got Red Cane in the Lost Woods.
It's a nice item to find. Red Cane can be used offensively, so it might come in handy just to block off some of these random enemies that show up. Nice trap from DarkShadows there, just to jump off that ledge and go in between those bushes. You can avoid any enemies that get in your way. And he's playing some music for us with that Cane of Samaria and no magic.
Alright, what do we got in Blind's hut?
Oh! Yeah, DarkShadows is happy to see those bombs. Came in here without bombs, but now is going to be able to open that that bombable door north side of the room.
And there's $300, which is bottle vendor money.
Everybody loves to see rupees early because it's one of those limiting resources.
Leyra using the cane to farm up some drops from these enemies.
Oh wow, it's a full magic refill there too. That's really nice.
Yeah. Let's see what's in the well. More bombs. There's a red boomerang and a bunch more money. And gloves from the bottle vendor. It's our first real progression item so far.
Yep. Oh man, 3 red knights.
Yeah, the chickens count as enemies for whatever reason, so they can be replaced, as you see, by I guess these 3 guards that are not fun to deal with in such a
yeah, I've
tight
never
space.
seen that pattern. That's nuts.
And there's our flippers.
Alright, you open up pretty early here. Got our backup escape open, and we've got all of those chests in the southeast and near Zora in sequence.
Yeah, we're getting not too far from Zora money as well, so we might see an early check there.
DarkShadow's opting to check this before going through the door. And unfortunately, gonna have to go back because that's an important item.
Yeah, we got the flute. Nice item to have early.
See, Dark Shadows remembers to walk right back up to Kakariko and activate that flute. Easy thing to forget.
Yeah. Oh
my god!
That is. Oh my god!
And this is what I was alluding to earlier. Is sometimes you just take deaths, but that was a weird one to have two green guards under the bush. That was unavoidable.
That was extremely unfortunate.
Yeah, there was nothing Dark Shadows really could do about that. Didn't really have the items. Maybe Boomerang, but I think it would have not worked because of how close they were. That was intense.
He's gonna. You can actually kill the thieves in this. Otherwise, they might just get a little too annoying.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, that's one of the tougher enemies that you can get in Randomizer. They're just so fast, and they can really knock down your hearts real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, Leyra also pulling out a green guard here, but thinking to pull out the Boomerang. Oh, really nice heads-up play by Leyra there, taking him to that longer area where you can land it.
Yeah. It looks like both players are gonna go straight back to activate the flute.
Yeah, flute nice and early is really convenient. You can fly straight to the dam where there's a couple items, or you can fly to spot 8 where you can have close access to a lot of other items. Yep. This makes movement a lot cleaner and easier, faster.
Right. And Leyra is going to immediately flute to where? To the dam.
Looks like Dark Shadow's going to head to the back of Escape here. Mini Divergence.
It's a good thing we don't have Leyra's audio, because he's been on 1 heart for quite a while. Oh, there's another $300, so that is Zor money for Leyra.
Yeah, that is convenient.
And a blue bottle in the back of Escape. So with the flute, we can basically flute right to the sick kid and check that.
Okay, Leyra's got probably a pretty tough room coming up here, depending on the RNG. We'll see what enemies he gets. But yeah, 1 heart, only a Cane of Samaria.
Yeah, I think with the Cane of Samaria, this should be okay.
Okay, nothing tough there.
Yeah, especially with those enemies. Popos, I think they're called. Oh, nice heart refill. And there's another bottle of red goo and a hook shot on the sick kid.
So Dark Shadows paying off to go straight back to the sick kid here. Not too hard to get there with the flute.
Yeah. And that opens up a lot of stuff on Death Mountain now. Leyra, meanwhile, is going to check the Ice Rock Cave, and then I'm guessing maybe Flipper stuff after that. Dark Shadow, this is a kind of a treacherous room to go through without a lamp. A lot of runners don't even do the dark rooms in Randomizer without that lamp.
He's doing really well so far. Yeah. things like this could happen where a rig guard get in your way, but it's working out. And we have a bow in Ice Rod Cave.
That's a nice find. And this is risky because if you die here, which he does, you get sent straight back to the dark. And he has saved, so he's going to just start in the dark, and he's going to have to get out of here.
Yep.
So I think there must have been... I don't know what enemy was there that killed him so quickly.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I couldn't tell either. Meanwhile, it looks like we have a sword on the Lake Hylia Island.
Yeah, he does get out of there on the second try, which is good.
Yeah, really impressive. That's like you said, that's tough stuff.
Yeah. Lobo's got a few arrows for us. Oh, almost got hit by that boulder.
Nice dodges by Dark Shadows there.
While Leyra doing the flipper stuff, so quite a bit of divergence just in the first 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, that hookshot find is putting Dark Shadows on definitely a different path here. Gonna check the hint here, see what we get. And junk hint.
Yep. I'm not even sure what a plow is. We got a fun little trek here up to Zora. I'm not sure what's worse, the enemies or the lag.
He is trucking along, but yeah, we've got a mirror there on the Zora ledge, so as long as this is gonna take, it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah. Gets hit by the Beamos. They're eventually making his way to Zora. Just 10 arrows, but...
Those are some expensive arrows.
Yeah. There's a book. Now let's see what we got in the rest of Paradox Cave.
Yeah, one thing you'll see if you're new to Randomizer, or Atomizer rather, is the hookshot is a very, very useful item to take out a lot of enemies, so it's a nice thing to find early on. It can at least stun things, make them a lot easier to deal with.
And we got a cape. And a whole pile of more money.
So interesting to see where Leyra goes here. Got the bow now, so might be tempted to head straight for Eastern area.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a couple of options. He can do Eastern, or he can go up Death Mountain. The problem with Eastern, of course, you don't know what boss is going to be there. And doing the dark rooms, you know, could be kind of dangerous.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. This is definitely kind of a risky play.
He may just be going to Sahashula and then fluting away.
Possibly. But yeah, Death Mountain looking like a less attractive option for Leyra just because they haven't found that hookshot yet.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised it doesn't do Sick Kid first because it's such a quick check with the flute.
Oh, finds the hammer though. So quite a bit of useful items right off the bat here.
Yeah, and Dark Shadows finding the ice rod in Spiral Cave.
Wow. So Leyra, now having the mirror and the hammer, is actually going to have access to all of those locations on Death Mountain now, just in a different way than Dark Shadows had.
And Dark Shadow's going to head over to the desert area. Then check Agina first.
Oh my god, this lag.
Yeah, that's one of the main features of Randomizer, lag everywhere.
Yeah, especially in those really wide open areas with tons of enemies. Pretty much no getting around it. Leyra setting up a bomb jump here. Pretty tricky one, and gets a first try, so good stuff. Gonna save quite a few seconds doing that. Yeah, Leyra not finding the hook shot ended up kind of coming out positive on that, just because they're going to be able to do all of the Tower of Hera and East Death Mountain kind of in one fell swoop. DarkShadows is going to have to head back there at some point to do the Tower of Hera.
We get a nice long map check. We got regular pendants in Pod and Misery Mire, and the green pendant is up at Turtle Rock. And I saw a 5/6 crystal down at Swamp.
Alright, everything in the Dark World this run.
Hey, there's our Moon Pearl.
Well, that's important.
Yeah.
Ooh, and a big hint there. Boots and Ice Palace.
Well, that's nice to know.
Yep, nice to know. So it's going to be a while before our runners are going to be going fast.
Yeah. But we are, I believe, only a Titan's Med away from Ice Palace access. Oh, actually, we also need a Fire Rod or Bombos.
So it looks like Leyra actually got locked out of Tower of Hera just because doesn't have a fire source to do the tile room in the basement.
Oh, I missed it, but Dark Shadows got a hint. Apparently, according to chat, there was a Fire Rod in Pod.
Another great hint. So, although Leyra wasn't able to finish Tower of Hera, got some really good value in just getting those really important hints.
Yeah, Dark Shadow's gonna do the South Shore area now. It's up to over 1,000 rupees already.
This is all wealthy seed.
Yep.
We know Dark World access is in logic, with the hammer, glove, and moon pearl all being found, but it kind of depends on who goes there, who gets all of those items first. But that seems to be where the next progression is probably going to be.
Yeah. And yeah, this is such a wide open seed right now. I mean, we got tons of options. We can go to Pod. We can go to Village of Outcasts area. We can do Eastern.
Yeah,
Swamp. Swamp even is fully in logic.
That's true. I have a feeling Leyra will be kind of tempted to go to Pod, just because we know the Fire Rod is there, but at the same time, with no lamp,
Well, I think
Fire Rod can be hidden behind some tough rooms.
I think it was Dark Shadows that got the Fire Rod hint in Desert.
Oh, my mistake. So yeah, Dark Shadows might be tempted to go to Pod.
Even still, with Bow and Hammer, Pod's kind of attractive. But again, yeah, you want that lamp. They're going to check the ether tablet. And it is armor. So he's already on blue mail, so he probably won't come back for that.
Yeah, I might check it out when they come back to Pod, or I mean, rather Tower of Hera, when if they have a Master Sword by then.
Yeah, that sword on the island actually is now accessible with the items between both runners.
Yeah, that's true.
They're going to Desert, going to get his Moon Pearl, and presumably that hint about the Fire Rod.
Yep, so Leyra going to be the first one with full Dark World access here, and I imagine we'll be tempted to go to Pod as well after seeing that hint. Fire Rod just being such a valuable item in the Randomizer.
Yeah, but again, where is that lamp?
Yeah, that's true. That Fire Rod could definitely be hidden in a dark room in Pod, and that would be really, really tough to get without that lamp.
Yeah, at this point, the lamp and the Titan's Mitts are kind of the two items that are closing off areas of the world. DarkShadows off to buy his high-end arrows and get the mirror. The hookshot was on Sick Kid, which Leyra still has not checked.
Yeah, thankfully for them, they will have to head kind of near that area eventually, so it's not super out of the way for them. But I think they'd want that as soon as possible for sure.
Oh. DarkShadow's heading back to the mountain, gonna do Tower of Hera, maybe?
Yeah, just got that mirror and is thinking Tower of Hera. Fortunately, gonna get locked out pretty early, but gonna get that hint of where the boots is, so it's definitely not a low value play.
Yeah, Leyra just went into Hype Cave and I wasn't watching, but didn't look like we got anything important.
Nah, didn't look like anything.
DarkShadows can also check out Spike Cave if he wants to. Or no, he didn't get the hammer. Never mind.
Nope, hasn't gone to the Asher's Closet to get that. Leyra going straight for that sword. Sword, obviously, very valuable in Randomizer as well. Can pretty much take out anybody.
And it gets bumped by that thief walking on water.
Yeah, and Leyra going back in here, probably going to swim up to that entrance to go head towards Palace of Darkness. Really nice routing here by Leyra.
They're actually first going to go to the pyramid.
Yeah, chat kind of pointing out that this seed is not far from, being able to be completed at this point. I mean, Titansmith's kind of the big item, but we know we don't need medallions this seed necessarily, and
yeah.
so, and one more sword upgrade and Titansmiths, as long as they're comfortable with dark rooms, that's pretty much go mode.
We do need to find the boots as well.
Correct. So they would have to, but they know the boots is in Ice Palace, so yeah, it would have to be after
right,
Titansmiths.
Yeah.
But...
yeah, this could be a really quick seed.
Yeah, this could be insanely quick, just depending on where these Titansmiths are. But who knows where they are? They could be at Trinex, they're not Trinex,
yeah.
but somewhere really deep.
Yeah, that's right. They could be in one of those pendant dungeons, and we have to hunt for a medallion. So it could be a quick seed, but could still be a long one. Leyra gonna check Catfish while Dark Shadows heads up towards. It's gonna go either to Skull Woods or Village of Outcasts. Maybe check the pedestal.
Yeah, pedestal pretty much dead at this point. I mean, I guess.
Well, the boots could be there.
Yeah, or like maybe a medallion. No, it can't be a medallion either. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's just down to the boots.
Well, no, the boots are nice, remember?
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
No, I think pedestal's pretty much dead.
Yeah, it's so easy to forget those hints. Yeah, Leyra's gonna go into pod and search for that fire rod.
Yeah. Really hoping it's in one of those first few chests that are well lit.
Yeah, actually, he can do Eastern at the same time. He might do Eastern first, actually.
That'd be a pretty good play, man.
Then again, he doesn't have that land.
Yeah, having that fire rod would be nice for Eastern, because you'd be able to get through that one dark room really easily, at least. So,
yeah.
I understand going pod here first.
Dark Shadows back into the thousands of rupees.
Oh, first chest. Look at that.
Alright. So, yeah, we're really just looking for those Titansmiths.
Really interested to see if we're going to see the lamp in this seed. I think that's a huge swing item. Obviously not super required for our runners, but by logic it is. And
yeah, I mean, Eastern
it just makes
Eastern is really the only crystal that has dark rooms.
Yeah, that's true. We don't have Mire, we don't have Turtle Rock, so that's really the only one. Huh. So actually, not much of a swing item now that you mention it. As long as they can get through those Eastern rooms, pretty solid without it.
Yep.
The interesting thing here about a Titansmith's Go mode is Titansmiths lock so many items that really there's not that many locations that you can check. It locks entire dungeons.
Yeah, when you're a runner, you love to have those important items be your Go mode, because that means you've already got all the the items that can be anywhere. Half magic for Leyra, that's a nice item to have.
Super nice. So it is worth noting that Lamp could lock, at least by logic, can lock the Titansmiths here in pod. So Leyra is tempted, it looks like probably going to do those dark rooms. So it is possible that the Titansmiths are there. So
I imagine he'll at least try them. Oh, this is always fun. You gotta... He's got the cape so he can get past that spike.
Yeah.
Without the cape, you might have to use a bomb for invincibility frames.
Yep, I think that's the only way, really.
There's a big key. They were really taking some serious damage here.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see him leave the next dark room to the west of here. But we'll see if they can handle it. Yeah, Dark Shadows heading for the same area. Gonna go get their fire rod.
Yeah, this is pretty risky from Leyra because he has no idea what enemies are there other than by sound. Finds a blue boomerang.
Gets that first item nicely, so...
He's gonna use a potion. It's probably a smart move. Gets the cape out.
Unfortunately for them, it doesn't seem like there's anything too threatening so far.
Yep. So he picks up an item there. We don't see what it is.
Yep, some items in the dark do not show up. Things like big keys don't show up, and some other items.
And find some bug net.
Yeah, and Leyra taking a little bit of time to check their menu, make sure they didn't miss it, you know, just to see if that dark item was important. Doesn't look like it was.
Yeah, I didn't see anything new there, so.
Nope. Interesting. Leyra opting not to go to Eastern here.
Yeah.
But is heading to an important item here, gonna get there a hook shot.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, if he's willing to do the pod dark rooms, I don't see why he wouldn't do the Eastern dark rooms as well.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice. And with that fire rod, it makes that one dark room that's notorious a lot easier, so interesting play by Leyra here.
Looks like he's gonna head to Skull Woods, probably, I would guess.
Yep, looks like it. And meanwhile, Dark Shadows getting that fire rod and then just immediately leaving. And that's actually a really nice play for Dark Shadows, because we know that really there isn't anything valuable in pod now.
Yeah. He will be missing out on the half magic, which is nice.
Oh, that's true.
But not important.
Yeah, not necessary, but yeah, definitely a nice item to have, especially in Randomizer.
Is there a second look at Type Cave, which we're pretty sure had nothing important. Yeah, just
give it
some money.
0.5 out of 10.
I give it a 1 out of 10, and 2 heart containers, not too bad.
Leyra getting the completely unnecessary Quake Medallion, but, you know, might be helpful to take out some enemies.
Yeah, I mean, at this point they're just looking for the Titan's mitts, and both of the dungeons that they need the medallions for also require Titan's mitts.
Yeah, this has definitely got all the makings of a jet seed.
Yep.
A few places they could be. They could be in Swamp. They could be in Thieves Town. There's still some pretty lucrative dungeons.
It's funny, a big part of this, the reason this could be a jet seed, is because of those hints.
Yeah, that really was huge. Knowing where the boots and the fire rod is, like, right off the bat.
Alright, we're going to see our first boss here. If it's Helmasar, prepare for some insanity.
Will it be?
Oh, it's Vanilla. Of course, you're going to get the normal fight. With any other boss, these spikes wouldn't do anything. But with Mothula, they do work.
Leyra getting through that.
Yeah, this is the only room where Mothula is not a trivial fight. DarkShadows can do Hera as that fire source now. We were finding nothing in the back of Swamp aside from a crystal.
DarkShadows is gonna get one more hint here, but the chances of it being out for pretty low. Unless it tells us where those Titan's mitts are. Leyra, unfortunately, getting the item last here in Skullwoods, just kind of unfortunate route there. Okay, and yeah, not too much good information there, but not completely useless. DarkShadows learning that does not need to do the purple chest. Oh, he gets a Master Sword. That's pretty nice.
That's right, I was forgetting about that. We also need the Master Sword for Go mode. Of course, you'd really like to find Tempered Sword or Silver Arrows, but I'm sure these runners aren't going to have too much of a problem with a Master Sword silverless Ganon. What? DarkShadows got the Titan's mitts. I didn't even see it.
Oh, was it in that first chest? Wow, totally missed that.
Okay. Is this essentially is sort of Go mode? I mean, they still have to look for the boots and ice. So they won't be able to Go mode ice, but I mean,
yeah, no, this is Go mode for DarkShadows at 37 minutes approximately.
Wow.
That is insane. Yeah, I can't miss those mitts, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
And Dark Shadows gonna check this tablet. We'll be getting red mail here. So I imagine Dark Shadows probably will want to go straight to ice, find those boots.
Yeah, Jack, you're kind of correcting me a little bit, saying yeah, it is no mode because we don't know exactly where the boots are, but we know they're in Ice Palace, so
yeah, it's go-ish
it's pretty
mode.
much go mode.
So what is Dark Shadows doing exactly?
Yeah.
See?
I almost think he might have missed the hint in Tower of Hera. I just don't see why they would check anything else at this point. But I don't remember them checking that first hint either, so they might have just forgot about it.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know if he got the hint about the boots, maybe?
Yeah, it was in Tower of Hera, right? So yeah, that would be a really unfortunate mistake. But potentially they're just looking for some safeties. But I can't. Other than that, I can't think of any reason why they would check these items.
Yeah.
Maybe looking for a lamp to go through Eastern.
Yeah, maybe looking for the lamp. Yeah,
But
I'm just gonna say it's kind of hard to keep track of which runners have checked which hints.
yeah, I know Leyra definitely checked the boot hint, but I'm starting to think Dark Shadows might have just missed it altogether.
Leyra finds a Vitreous inside of Thieves Town and has no trouble with it. Dark Shadows finds a mushroom in Hookshot Cave.
So yeah, we're in a pretty interesting situation here. We don't know exactly what's going on in Dark Shadows. We don't know if they know where the boots are. We know for sure Leyra does, and Leyra's, the big place Leyra needs to go is back to Tower of Hera. So it just kind of depends on when they decide to do that. But yeah, this is anybody's race at this point.
Yeah. Dark Shadows was gonna turn in the mushroom and then changed his mind. And is now heading into Eastern.
Yeah, so that kind of takes out the idea that they were looking for the lamp. I mean, not necessarily, but at least they're conceding that they don't need it if they're going into Eastern at this point.
Yeah. Alright, Leyra searching Thieves Town. We know he's not going to find what he's looking for.
Well, Dark Shadow's picking up some hearts there that I didn't even know were there. That under that little pass there, I guess there's some pots there. The more you know.
I did not know that either.
Those are a real secret.
Oh, he just got a hint. A unique item is in Ice Palace. So that's good for him. He may go there to find the boots.
Oh, that's a nasty room.
Yeah, Cannon Burner really coming in handy there.
Super nice. And we do have a confirmation from the chat that Dark Shadows did check that hint earlier, but now has a reinforced hint telling him to go to Ice Palace, so pretty sure that's where they'll head pretty soon.
Yeah, so either he forgot that hint, or...
And the game bailed him out.
Or if he did remember that hint, maybe he had mismarked something.
Yeah, I might just think they're not in go mode. I mean, it is so early, it's so rare that you see
yeah, I've done that before in Jet Seeds. You're just like, wait, am I in go mode for like the last 10 minutes?
I think everybody's guilty of that sometimes, so yeah, that wouldn't be surprising if they just kind of are like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Just...
Dark Shadows has a nice blind fight. Yeah, it's especially like when you have Mire and Turtle Rock both pendants and you don't need any medallions, and then you're like, wait, I don't have to look for medallions.
Right. It's so rare that you don't need any medallions at all. But in this seed, that is the case.
Leyra finds a fire shield, and then Dark Shadows is heading straight for Ice Palace. So we'll see if he knows for sure that he's in go mode once he finds the boots. If he doesn't check any more chests.
Yeah, I could definitely see him checking a few quicker ones because he's looking for an extra sword upgrade or maybe the silver arrows, and there's a few in Ice Palace that are pretty quick.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he didn't check that hint, so I think he knows he's in go mode.
Let's see where Leyra goes here. Oh, looks like they're going to be going to Eastern. Oh, wow. Sword. Tempered Sword.
Alright, now chest. Yeah.
Now, I don't think Dark Shadow's going to be checking much at all once they get the boots in here.
Yeah. Oh my god, look at this room. Just gonna use the cape.
So yeah, assuming we're right on all this, Dark Shadows with a pretty significant advantage here. I don't imagine it'll be long before Leyra heads to Tower of Hera, but Dark Shadows definitely went there quite a bit earlier.
Yeah. Those shadows, actually, you can hookshot them while they're invisible. Maybe Dark Shadows wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, if you wanna learn more about how enemy mechanics work and what kind of items work where, the Randomizer is definitely a really great place to learn that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh, got a dead rock.
Dead Rock's himself in the in the Ice Palace.
That's a terrible place for a Dead Rock.
Could use the magic. Oh, no magic powder, I guess. So yeah, there's no really not much you can do except kind of get lucky here.
Gonna try to sneak across the corner.
Yeah, it doesn't have
It
boots, so
does.
can't bonk across that gap either. Yeah, this is a tricky, tricky situation. There we go.
He finally gets it. I'm really curious where the heck that lamp is.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it could be anywhere, really, aside from a few lamp lock places, but...
Gets keys, gonna go back upstairs. This route's slightly faster.
Yeah, that's... When you head to that west room first and you get a key, that's basically exactly what you were looking for, so Dark Shadows. Liking to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, Ice Palace is a really confusing dungeon, but you can save quite a bit of time here by knowing all the different routes you can take.
This could be an interesting... Okay.
Yeah.
It still worked. I was kind of confused about that too. I'm like, is he gonna stop pulling if he hits that guy? But
Yeah, I was thinking he might have to pull out the cape or the cane for that. Oh, there's your second item. Rupees.
yeah, I think Dark Shadows will be kicking himself if the boots are in this this chest with the spikes in it, because could have checked that before doing all this whole downstairs business.
Yeah. It's a big key, so we got
just a big key.
Big chest and cold stare. Or
and iced tea room.
Iced tea room, yeah.
And there they are.
So, 53 minutes in, and Dark Shadows is in go mode. So for Leyra, basically, when's he gonna get to Tower of Pharaoh?
Doesn't have too much left to check, but does have the Swamp Palace open to them. That would be the kind of the that'd be kind of the nail in the coffin if Leyra headed to Swamp.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if he checks right or left side.
Oh, Dark Shadows doesn't have enough magic here. Don't know if they have. Oh yeah, it's not Gold Stare.
Yeah.
At least not this time. It could have been, so that was fortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if he has any potions. Looks like he's gonna use magic here, which I think is a good play. Conserve your arrows. Of course, he could, if he wanted to, he could just buy an arrow refill right after Ice Palace.
Yep, plenty of money for that. So it looks like Leyra is heading to the correct place, heading to Tower of Pharaoh here, so gonna be in no mode pretty quickly. As far as crystals, they have some things that Dark Shadows doesn't. Has Skullwoods done, has Thief's Town done. Leyra not in bad shape here.
As well.
Yeah, and that half could, magic, that could be...
That could definitely help him take out some bosses faster, so...
Yeah, absolutely. So this is by no means over.
Alright, DarkShadow's gonna just go mode swamp, I assume. And go mode Thieves Town actually in Randomizer is really quick because you don't have to go bomb that floor or rescue the maiden. You just have to find the big key and run straight to the boss room.
Yeah, that's true. And that's what Leyra did initially, and then ended up going back in, so kind of lost some time doing that. But Dark Shadow's not going to have to do that, so that's real nice.
I'd just like to take a moment to remind everyone to give these runners a follow. I'm going to post their links in chat here. DarkShadows59 and LeyraGG.
So kind of a big moment here. Leyra skipping the big key chest because they realize that they're pretty much in go mode here. But that was a sword. That could have been really useful for them.
Ooh. Where was the third sword? Or that was the third sword for Dark Shadows.
And that was the second one. The third sword was in Ice Palace, the first chest.
Okay. So Leyra will get the Master Sword.
Right. But Tempered Sword is, significantly better than Master Sword for a lot of bosses and Ganon fight.
Yeah, if Leyra doesn't find the silvers or another sword upgrade, that's going to be a long Ganon fight.
Now that's a big move there, so yeah.
So you may also see Leyra like spending a few extra seconds here and there to check some more chests. Alright, Leyra heading to ice now. This room's a lot friendlier without those little water bugs. Got another Mothra.
We got Mothra Part 2. Much easier without those spikes.
Yeah, some of the overworld enemies are harder than that. Leyra picks up the Master Sword. And Dark Shadow's gonna quickly do Desert Palace now.
Jeez. Oh, no avoiding those rollers. Oh, they're locking themselves out. So yeah, this will be interesting to see how Leyra routes Ice Palace. Could save some time just based on how they route Ice Palace, because Dark Shadows check quite a few before actually getting to those boots in Ice Tea Room.
Yeah. Leyra's still checking hints, maybe hoping for a hint about a sword.
Yeah, or possibly silver arrows.
Yeah.
Doesn't take too long. It's not especially that room. It's not a bad idea. We'll see how Leyra deals with this dead rock.
Has to deal with the bomb jump first.
Oh, pretty much the same thing that Dark Shadows did.
Yeah. You might use a Quake Medallion, actually. You can kill the dead rocks with Quake.
Yeah, that's true.
Or with the powder, actually.
Actually comes in handy, that Quake Medallion that Leyra found.
I just noticed a small little detail here. Leyra used the hook shot to grab one of those heart drops and got 2 hearts out of it. That's a weird bug that happens. I think there's if you use the hook shot to grab a heart, there's I think it's a 1 in 4 chance that it gives you 2 hearts. I don't know why, but you know, it's good to remember.
We've got Helmsort King in the desert. Nothing too different about this fight in this arena.
Yep. Yeah, we've had pretty easy boss fights so far.
Okay, so Leyra is heading to this east side of Ice Palace, so kind of doing a similar route to Dark Shadows. Not going to get the boots significantly faster.
Yeah. For whatever reason, the jellyfish in that room just seem to bug out all the time. We just got to be careful with health here.
Indeed. Yep, nice heads up powder there.
Yeah. And Dark Shadows now can just quickly take care of Swamp and Thieves Town. Yeah, if you blink, you're gonna miss Thieves Town. Because Dark Shadows can just run straight to the boss room.
Ooh, unfortunately, Leyra actually losing time here, leaving Ice Tea room for dead last. So yeah, Dark Shadows has a pretty good advantage at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, he might be entering GT, you know, an hour 10 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, Skullwoods is going to be a lightning fast clear as well, just running back to the back and defeating boss, so Dark Shadow's definitely approaching.
So easy without that slime.
Yep, can just dash through it without taking any damage except from the eyes, really, so. Dark Shadow's doing a lot of damage on the main eye here. Just as it pops out. It's a nice little trick you can do, especially when the slime's not there. Well, Leyra officially in go mode here now.
Yep.
Gonna head into this Armos fight.
So he does have Skullwoods and Thieves Town already done, but he's going to have to do Swamp and Desert. And DarkShadows coming up on his last crystal here. They're not going to bother with the arrow refill. Hopefully he doesn't have to face another Armos. Oh. I thought he was about to get wall mastered there. He's having a bit of trouble with these holes.
Yeah, just trying to get those magic refills in the room to be able to have the fire rod shots to get all these lamps lit.
Yeah, he may also be worried just in case there's a cold stare.
Yeah, that's true. Fortunately for him, it is just a vanilla Mothula in there, as we'll see soon.
Actually, I was waiting for the Wallmaster to come down. It will grab you from that hole, even if you've already dropped in.
Yeah, there's nothing more frustrating in this game, I don't think, than getting grabbed in the pit.
Yeah.
Maybe Ganon's tower despawn, that's about it.
Alright, so with that, DarkShadows has collected 7 crystals, and we'll be heading to GT. And that means we can start guessing what chest do you think the big key is going to be in. It can be anywhere from number 1 to number 22. So I'm going to start the game here. And yeah, get your guesses in chat. Any number from 1 to 22. What are you thinking, Tigra?
I'm gonna guess 6. How about you?
I'll go with number 14 today. I don't have any particular number I like, I just kind of pick random ones.
Yeah, I pick 6 every single time. I'm right about 1 in 22 chance usually.
Yeah, I have a similar success rate. Alright, you got about a minute or so to get your guesses in chat. We're going to end the game as soon as DarkShadows steps into GT. Leyra takes out Helmasaur and just has to do Go Mode Swamp Palace. So she's still going to be several minutes behind DarkShadows.
Yeah, the only possible equalizer at this point really is just you know, some deaths or Ganon falls, things like that. DarkShadows definitely with a big lead. So yeah, we'll just see what happens here.
I'd like to point out DarkShadows opening GT exactly at the 110 mark. It's a very impressive time.
Yeah, that is super early.
Alright, number 1 just bombs, number 2 a key.
DarkShadows opting to go left side here, checking those first 2. Even though they got a key. There is more chests on this left side.
Yeah, number 3 compass.
Oh, this room is beautiful without the the skeletons.
Yeah. 4, 5, 6, and 7, nothing. We did get another 300 rupee drop. That must be the last one. Number 8, just some arrows.
Yeah, DarkShadows so far handling these enemized rooms really well.
Yep.
Not slowing them down at all and even speeding them up in some rooms.
Yeah, I would say this seed has just been extremely kind.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many trolley rooms. You know, I think the worst thing we really saw was the green guys in the race game, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Everything else has been pretty nice.
So I believe this is 10 through 13. Gets a butter sword.
Oh, it's a butter sword, so...
And there was a wall master in that room. That's one thing that can still troll these runners. A wall master at the top of GT. I've seen that happen before.
Oh my god, that's awful. But that's a huge chime loss. If that comes to pass. Leyra checking a couple extra chests and gets the silver arrows for it, so that's real nice.
That'll make up his time with the sword difference. That was chest 14, I believe. And we got Ice Argus.
Ice Argus. DarkShadows setting up a trick here where you can just fly right through these puffs. You can hold your sword out and do a variation on the hook speed glitch, where you can go through them all while having your sword out the whole time.
And yeah, there's a little bug. You only have to kill the puffs and Argus. Once Argus flies up in the air, the game thinks he's dead, so it just opens the door for you. That was chests 15 through 17. Nothing.
It looks like it is either right side or tile room for that big key. It's another little thing that Leyra could save some time on when they head into Gan's tower.
Yep. Now, here's a question. Do you think Leyra thinks that he's ahead? Because, I mean, an hour 15 getting to GT is really quick.
I don't think so, only because I think Leyra thinks they lost time in, like, Thieves Town and Skull Woods. Just because, you know, Tower of Hera wasn't a crazy check at all, and they just kind of delayed it for after those two. So I don't know. I I don't think Leyra feels bad necessarily, but I don't think they think they have a significant lead of any kind.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Dark Shadows finds the big key in the compass room, chest number 19. The first sub or supporter to guess correctly was Sabertail, so congratulations.
See, this isn't crazy anymore. I mean, if Leyra goes full right side and gets that big key, they're not that far behind. They're going to be heading into the gauntlet just a few minutes, behind Dark Shadows, and anything can happen on the gauntlet randomizer.
I think he will go right side because there was a key in the hope room, and usually when you get a key in the hope room, you go right side.
Yeah, it would kind of be the standard play, I would say, yeah, and so I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Leyra go straight right side.
This Butter Sword is really going to help through the gauntlet, though.
Absolutely, but on the flip side, Leyra having the silver arrows, that's going to save a significant amount of time on Ganon, so...
well, Butter Sword Silverless really isn't that bad. Yeah, and Leyra is going full right side, so... even though he got into Ganon's Tower about 6 minutes later, he's going to save basically all of the left side and Ice Armors.
Yeah, and because Leyra is going right side, though, they're going to be missing out on that Tempered Sword on the left side, so that's going to slow down the Ganon fight for sure.
Although, another thing, with that half magic and the Quake Medallion, he can take out a lot of those gauntlet rooms pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's very true.
Still, though, Dark Shadows is past the gauntlet. Ooh. Wizard Room instead having 3 Gibdos.
Dark Shadow's actually running a little bit low on magic here, considering they don't have the Lantern.
Yeah, I'm not sure he got any... Did he get any potions?
I'm not sure.
I don't recall.
This could be... Yeah, this could be important here. He's definitely looking for a magic drop from one of these enemies.
Yeah. I mean, he will get one towards the end, but... Can you imagine if he has to face a Cold Stare on Moldorm 2? He'll have to use all of his magic.
Oh, you're totally right. I think there's a magic drop. Yeah, okay. So it looks like they're gonna have enough for this room. So that's good.
Yeah, there's a full magic drop in this.
Get the full one here. Yeah, so I think it really does depend on what this final refight is. It's gonna have to use a lot of magic here.
That Mimic just, clipping out of the wall. Why not?
And it's a mock. Part 3.
Those are a pretty easy fight, and doesn't have to use any magic, which is good.
Cool.
And Dark Shadows is on to Aga 2 as long as he doesn't get grabbed by a Wall Master in this room.
Yeah, Dark Shadow's definitely poised at this point to take this race. It comes down to these last few bosses.
Leyra, running low on health. He's got a blue potion though.
Agatu goes down.
Yeah, that was a nice fight. Meanwhile, Leyra just passed the gauntlet onto the Gibda rooms.
Silver arrows proving their worth.
Yep. We had a nice glitch Ganon bat. Alright, 6 hits for phase 1, 6 hits for phase 2. Just has to not run out of magic.
Now, easier said than done when you don't have the silver arrows. He's gonna want to set up the torch glitch here without the lantern, so that can be tricky.
Yeah, DarkShadow's taking several hits from those fire bats. He's down to 5 hearts. Oh, he has a blue potion. Okay, there's no worries at all.
Yeah. DarkShadows is in great shape then.
I did not notice he had that blue potion.
No, I didn't realize he had that either.
Doesn't get the torch glitch, but yeah, it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah.
So he's going to do, I think, 12 sword spins.
Yep.
Oh, no!
And he takes a fall! That
Uh,
is actually pretty huge. This is starting to look like a race again.
Yeah, there's enough time for one fall, but a second one, that might be too much.
Yeah, meanwhile, Leyra's getting ahead into the Agatu fight here. He's closing in. DarkShadows has got to take him out in this.
Yeah.
On this fight here.
Oh, this is going to be close. Those silver arrows might make the difference.
DarkShadow's got to be careful in his health here, because although he has a blue potion, like, or he doesn't have one at this point now, right? So yeah, he's got to play this really clean.
Did he use it?
Or did he?
I don't think he used it.
Okay, he didn't use it. So he does need to watch his health, because he doesn't want to have to use it for his health. He wants to have it for his magic.
Yeah. He gets the torch glitch this time, so that's good.
Yeah, that's big.
He just has to not fall. Alright, that's 3 hits. 4. Meanwhile, Leyra starts the Ganon fight. 5, 6. It's 8 hits. He's doing pretty well this time. Ooh, misses a couple there.
Has a red as well, so that's nice.
Oh, this is going to be so close. I think that's 9 hits. Oh.
DarkShadows takes down Ganon.
Okay, that was 11 hits, actually. Oof, what a close race.
Yeah, okay, that was a nail-biter at that point.
And get your DGs in chat for DarkShadows59. I will get his official time here in a second. It is 1 hour, 25 minutes, 18 seconds.
GG.
Alright, we'll just wait for Leyra to finish this fight, and then we'll try to get them both in at the same time for an interview. There's one arrow for Leyra. Uh-oh. Got hit by the fire bat, but he has health left. And that's it.
Put your GGs in chat for LeyraGG.
Yeah, and Leyra finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 57 seconds. Wow, what a close race, and what a fast seed this was.
Super fast. That's probably the fastest Randomizer seed I've seen. Probably the one of the more friendly ones. But great job both our runners, both well below sub 30, less than 2 minutes apart.
And we got DarkShadows59 is in the waiting room, so he should be with us shortly. And DarkShadows is gonna fast forward through his credits, and I think that, yeah, he's joined us. GG.
Hey, thanks. That was a ride.
Yeah, that was quite an interesting seed. Really, really fast seed. With no small part due to those hints.
Yeah, the fire rod hint and the boots hint. Like, my first trip in the Dark World, I was thinking, oh, I'll just go ahead and clear Thieves Town and check Skull Woods. And while I was doing that, then I realized, wait a second. I know where the fire rod is. I know where the boots are. Why am I not going there? So, yeah. I just decided to do Village Cast and the ledge just to make something out of that flute.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out what you were missing. We thought maybe you had misread the hint or something, or maybe even mismarked your tracker. But then we figured out, oh, it was under 40 minutes. Maybe he just does, because I've done that plenty of times where you have a jet seed and then you all of a sudden you're in go mode and you're like, wait a minute, I'm in go mode. What am I doing?
Yeah, it was about the 40-minute mark when I realized, oh, I don't even care what bosses they are. I can kill every boss.
Yeah. Oh, this was I think this was a pretty kind seed in terms of bosses and enemies.
Except for the race game.
Oh yeah, the race game. Yeah, that was just unfortunate.
I felt cursed on that one. And then the rest of the seed, and I realized, well, maybe that opening was just making up for this.
Yeah, my other favorite one that you guys came across was the dead rock in the Ice Palace bomb jump room. Kind of got the best of both of you early on.
Yeah, I had to make that jump twice.
Yeah, Leyra had found Quake, so after falling the first time, he was just like, screw it, I'm gonna use Quake.
So, when I was up on Death Mountain checking about the 40-minute mark, the reason I was still checking things there is I knew I didn't have a lamp, and I realized Randomizer, dark rooms. This could be bad if the big key to Eastern is through through the other dark room. So that's why Eastern was one of my early go mode dungeons, because there's one dark room that you can use a torch on. And if that's the only one I have to go through, I have no problems. If I still need to go through the others, maybe I can make it through them anyways because I have the cape.
Yeah, No, it was yeah, neither of you found the lamp. We have no idea where it is. But with Pod, Mire, and Turtle Rock all being pendants, I mean, the lamp really wasn't that important.
Yeah, Eastern was the only set of dark rooms.
Yeah.
Except for when I did Old Man and died to something that did 4 hearts over there. We're just going to ignore that one.
Yeah, that's
whatever that was.
We were saying that's a really risky play. Yeah, it wasn't a Lionel because it wasn't shooting lasers. I don't know what it was.
It might have been a chain chomp. Well, no, because we would have heard the chain chomp for as long as I was in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because there's not too many enemies that do 4 hearts of damage. Maybe one of those bomb slugs.
Well, that might have been poking out of the wall just enough.
Yeah. Well, it was a close race. Really close. Actually, Leyra went into GT about 6 minutes after you, but he went straight right, so he saved quite a bit of time there. And then you had that unfortunate fall on Ganon right as Leyra was getting to Aga 2. So all of a sudden it became a very close race. But you guys had a completely different equipment for Ganon. You had the Butter Sword, but no silvers or half magic, whereas Leyra was on the Master Sword, but had the silvers from Swamp and half magic, which was in Pod.
Whew.
Yeah, it was interesting because Leyra kind of missed out on a sword upgrade in Tower of Hera after finding those myths. Decided to just finish the dungeon without checking the big key chest. So you had that advantage with your sword upgrades, but yeah, Leyra had the silver arrows and half magic. So it was interesting to see that happen, and it came down to the wire in the end.
Yeah, like going through there. I mean, going through the seed, it felt like every piece of progression you got led to another piece of progression. Because I was foregoing high density checks to check the breadcrumbs, and kept finding more breadcrumbs.
Yeah, or hints.
or hints.
Yeah, we were saying finding the Titans myths late is always really nice because especially when you're getting other items, because there's so many places that you don't have to check because you just can't go there.
Yeah, it locked out Mire, it locked out Turtle Rock.
Yeah. Leyra has just informed us he's not going to come for an interview. He says he has to run, but we do wish him GG and good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, both of our final race is actually tomorrow at noon.
Against each other or different people?
Against each other.
Okay.
Oh wow, awesome.
And
that'll be the random pick, right?
Yeah, it's Ganon standard, swordless again. Normal difficulty, Randomizer.
Oh, fun,
well,
fun,
at least
fun.
normal difficulty. Oh, yeah, was it you that raced against, I think it was Solsky at one of the first matches of the tournament with it was like a swordless hard and inverted or something like that?
The first restreamed race of the tournament. Yeah, that was me.
I watched that whole race. That was an incredible race.
Started swordless, ending swordless. And Leyra's in a must-win situation on tomorrow's race.
Oh, yeah. I didn't look up the standings. Let me just look at what group are you guys?
Group P.
Group P.
I actually vetoed Uncle Assured. So, yeah, I guess I kind of forced the swordless this time. Oops.
Yeah, we didn't find any swords for a little while. Yeah, so Leyra's at 8-5, and so with this loss, he'll drop down to 8-6. Yeah, and with Solsky at 9-5, yeah, he needs to win and hope that Solsky loses.
Yeah, we're at 4 races left in Group P, and every race matters right now.
Yeah. So it looks like you, unfortunately, are not going to be able to make it into the bracket stage.
Nah, just get a gatekeep Leyra this time.
Yeah. But how did you enjoy this tournament? I mean, I guess it was probably the first tournament we had where there was a lot of mixed modes.
Yeah, and it's also my first time making it out of a qualifier branch.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, it was pretty fun. Unfortunately, one of our guys had to drop out due to medical reasons. So,
yeah, that's unfortunate. He's just a boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see him listed at 0-15. So okay, so that was due to a dropout and not because he just lost all his races.
Yeah, he got to race 3 before going to the hospital. So wish him a quick recovery.
We certainly wish him luck. That's unfortunate.
But that'll mean out of my 12 races, 6 of them will be swordless.
Oh wow.
Ugh.
Well, we'll be good at swordless after this. Maybe we'll have a swordless tournament.
You'll be poised.
Oh yeah. Hey, hopefully I can make it through 7 and 8 pretty close to an even record. We'll just see how it goes tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, good luck in that race.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Thanks.
All right. Do you have any final thoughts on the seed or the tournament before we wrap things up?
Watch out for hidden bruisers.
For what?
For hidden bruisers.
Bruisers.
Like in the cave.
No. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough because when you save and quit, you just get put right back there, so you're forced to try to make it out of there.
Yeah.
All right. Tigra, did you have any final thoughts?
No, just congratulations on this win, Dark Shadows, and good luck on your race tomorrow. And yeah, it was a really fun one to watch. So thanks for coming on the restream.
Yeah, it was fun. It was short and sweet. All right. So I'd just like to remind everyone, give these runners a follow. They're obviously both very talented. DarkShadows59 and LeyraGG. I've thrown out their links in chat. I'm Etium, and I'm with LTTPR. And our tracker today was OSS Geek. So thanks to you guys for helping out. And just like to remind everyone, if you'd like to catch more action in this tournament, follow Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6, as well as ALTTP Randomizer and ALTTP Randomizer 2 through 5. So, all right, that's it. Have a good day, everyone.
Bye-bye, everybody.